right, you guys, you have this page to write down the name of each polygon. So if you have not done that, we are going to go through each one real quick before you find the area of a regular polygon. So the first one, if you have a polygon with 3 sides, so a 3-sided polygon, we call it a triangle. So by this time you should know that. A 4-sided polygon should be a square, but then if you are thinking of any 4-sided figure, that would be a quadrilateral. I know that's a big word. And then you have a 5-sided polygon, that would be a pentagon. Okay, let me see if you can see this. I'm going to hide this real quick. 6-sided figure, this one a lot of people don't know. It's a hexagon. All right, I'm going to keep going. So maybe I should put it to full screen. Here we go. A 7-sided polygon is a heptagon. An 8-sided polygon is an octagon. And at any time, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and then just write down the information. A 9-sided polygon is a nonagon. A 10-sided polygon is a decagon, kind of like a decade. In one decade, you have 10 years. 11-sided polygon, hendecagon. So this one a lot of people don't know as well. A 12-sided polygon is the dodecagon. And anytime you have a polygon that's more than 12 sides, 13 sides, 14 sides, 15 sides. So you're just going to put the number in front of the word gon. So let's say I have a polygon with 35 sides. I'll just say that is a 35 gon. So this way you know how to name the shape before you can find the area. All right, on the next page, we are going to write down the information about parts of a regular polygon. So you're going to have different parts for a regular polygon. In order for you to find the area of a regular polygon, you need to know the different parts so that you can figure out what you have, and then go ahead and use the formula for finding the area of a regular polygon using the apothem and using the perimeter. So you kind of need to know what those two concepts are. So what is an apothem? An apothem is like a special line, as you can see this blue line right here, drawn from the center of the polygon. Center means in the middle, to one of its sides. So anytime you have a polygon, I know many of you are thinking, okay, what do you mean by the sides? Well, it's going to have this flat line segment, so it's going to have to make that 90 degrees right angle right here for you to have an apothem. If it doesn't make that right 90 degrees angle, you do not have an apothem. It might be a radius, which we'll talk about that later. Okay, so an apothem again is the line drawn from the center of the polygon to one of the sides. And here is the hint. It's the shortest line possible. So if you go from the center to one of the sides, it has to go in the shortest line that you can draw possible. So if you need to pause and write down the information, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going. All right, so again, this is more of our definition in geometry, or maybe if you are thinking about what is an apothem in relation to a polygon. So the apothem of a polygon is a segment that runs from the center of the polygon to the midpoint of one of its sides. Again, midpoint's right in the middle. It's important in geometry because it helps us calculate the area of the polygon. Okay, so it doesn't matter what regular polygon you have, you can use this tool. Think of this as a tool to find the area. In a regular polygon, the apothem is always perpendicular to one of its sides. Again, perpendicular just means that it makes that 90 degrees right angle. This means that the apothem forms a right angle with the side it intersects. So it kind of touches one of the sides, making that 90 degrees right angle. Okay, so if you want to rewatch this, you can. Otherwise, we're going to keep going. All right, now we're going to get into the concept of perimeter. This is our week 3 of area and perimeter, so hopefully you know by now what a perimeter is, okay? So again, the perimeter will be going around the polygon. So basically you're going to have a given side length. So let's say this side, I'm going to give an example. So let's say this side is 5 inches. So this polygon has how many sides? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, this is a hexagon. It has 6 sides. So if this one has the measure of 5 inches, you can do 5 times 6, okay? That would be, what is it? 30, right? So this perimeter would be 30 inches in length. So you're going around this shape. All right, again, so this is what you might see in the real world. So a perimeter is just like going around the house. So I told you many times, if I ask you to check the perimeter of the house, what are you going to do? Are you going inside the house? No, you're going around the house. So imagine this, you're building a fence around your backyard. The perimeter is just the total length of that fence. You're going around that house. It's like adding up all the sides together to find out how much fence you need. So again, this is more like a real world application. So how would you use perimeter in real world, in real life? You're building a fence. Hopefully one day you'll have a house. You might want to let your dog out and you have your fence up so that way your dog doesn't escape. All right, here is more the math problem that you might see when you're calculating the perimeter of a regular polygon. So I'm just giving you this one quick example here. Here we have a square, since all sides are congruent and we have all right angles. The perimeter of this square would be adding 4 times, or you can do 4 times 4 as well. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 16 inches, since the unit for each side is in inches. So again, the perimeter of this quadrilateral can be found using 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That's the quickest way. You don't have to think too much. Just put it in the calculator, or you can do 4 times 4. All right, I'm going to keep going. All right, here's the main part. So finding the area of a regular polygon. How do you do that? You're going to use 1/2 times perimeter times the apothem, okay? Or you can switch these two around. You can do 1/2 times the apothem times perimeter, because usually perimeter you have to find. We'll do one example together in class. Let's see. Okay, so here we have a square. How do I know all sides are congruent and all angles are right angles? So I'm using the 1/2 times perimeter times the apothem. As you can see, I need to count around this shape. So the perimeter would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which we just did that here. So you have 16, right? Now we need to find the apothem. So from the center point to one of the sides, making right 90 degrees angle. So that would be 2. So if you do 1/2 times 14, no, sorry, 1/2 times 16 times 2, that would be the area of this regular polygon, which is a square. So let me write that down real quick. Again, 1/2 times 16 times 2. Okay, so we have a calculator. I recommend doing 16 times 2 first. That's 32. And then divided by 2, that's 16. Okay, so the area of, let's see, this polygon, since it's a square, is 16. You can also find the area of a square by doing side times side. So as you can see, the one side is 4, the other side is 4, so 4 times 4 is also 16. So either way, I'm just giving you a basic example so that you know what to do when it comes to finding the area of a regular polygon.